Evergreen,
Yes, yes. I hear you loud and clear.
introduce yourself,
Oh, that's right. Hello.
please.
My name is Everdrain. It's very nice to meet all of yous. I was the guy who made this, with help from Toby, Photoshop design for Omega Flash. It's such a pleasure to see people experience this moment in the game. It always, it fills my heart with a type of love, I'd say. How are you doing, Charlie?
Charlie is scared.
Well, all good things are a little scary, I think. This is one of those things that really the experience of putting this together was scary in itself. And the idea that trying to make something that's beyond you and getting it out there to people, that's, it's really difficult. It's difficult to reach out. It's difficult to make these things happen. And being part of this, incredibly meaningful to me. But I've been terrified for 10 years, and I've loved the nightmare. Not this part so much. These are a little...
Apparently the overlay audio is loud and can't hear Dreed. Mysterious.
Oh no. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I think
The
there's
power of
heavy
Chloe is too strong.
That's kind of how it goes. I think my mic should be... Charlie, how do you
We
sound?
can't defeat him.
How am I sounding? Am I coming through? Am I getting any help?
Is there anything you'd like to say, Toby?
Charlie is good.
Okay, so I'm not doing so hot.
Just speak into Charlie,
Can you hear me right now?
but also overlay loud.
Overlay loud. Okay, so can we turn down the overlay? The overlay shouldn't have any music at this point. I think we're past it. Well, a little technical difficulties is always fine by me.
The whole point of this battle is to make you feel overwhelmed and helpless at first. Like, basically, like, this is impossible, I can't do this, this must actually be the end of the game. Most people know this by now, but your HP decreases disproportionately here, so each of the first hits deals a lot of your health bar, but you take very little damage as your health bar is low.
Yeah, it's like a reverse rubber banding almost.
Let's still knock
The
you out,
graphics of the face were created using Christine Love's Super Game Girl camera, Interstellar Selfie Station. This was a browser app that allows you to take webcam pictures in various levels of monochrome color reduction. In the early version of the app was a contrast setting that had a bug where it could go negative. If you made the contrast go extremely negative, everything looked very strange. Moving fast with a bad webcam created motion blur, which looked great with the artifacting. Because this boss had a lot of heavy graphics, I was worried about it increasing the rendering time of the game project. Therefore, I decided to create this boss in a completely new project and fuse it together with the main project at the end. That's why many of the basic graphics and sound effects are duplicated in the game files. I created the boss with placeholder graphics, then created a method to have the graphics replaced at runtime by replacing external image files. That way, Everdreed could play the battle, replace the graphics, then immediately see the result in-game for himself. Random note about the sound effects in this game, many of them are using a weird low-quality version of the WAV file format. Not only did I think it was fun to try to have the game have a small file size, but the compression and distortion provided by the low-quality kind of added some character to many sound effects. For the aesthetic of my games, I don't necessarily think having something sound clean is always the best.
Sometimes a little dirty is good.
Ijum.
I remember, so having the files for Flowey, when I got them, the only experience that I had with Undertale was the demo, which is why I got in contact and I wanted to do something for you. And then the placeholder graphics. As far as I was aware, that was the entire game, the ruins and Flowey. So what I thought this game was ultimately going to be, with just those two elements, very different from the experience that you ended up with, Toby. I remember being blown away, because when you only see those two things, it's like, this is a very, like, I probably didn't do a very good job. The ruins is really good, there's a lot of like, but when I actually played the final version of the game, and I saw this in relation to everything else, I just couldn't stop laughing. I was cackling in a darkened room late at night, playing through it, and just realizing what exactly you had pulled off for placement, for all the build-up. You set the pins, and I helped knock them down. And there's something, being the punchline, you just can't beat it.
Candlepin Boloin. Yum. The music for Omega Flowy. The main melody is from a pre-synth preset someone made called Freak Choir. It's such a ridiculous and dissonant sounding synth that I wouldn't be surprised if no one has ever used it in a song before me. That's the thing about synth presets, is that almost all of them feel like they're completely useless for any sort of normal songs. I like looking through a bunch of random pre-sounds and presets and seeing if there's anything that jumps out at me. Very little is standing between you guys and making a soundtrack like this. Except for the massive time requirement of messing around looking at garbage. Everything takes time. I was very lucky to be able to have time and support. By the way, I was ready to get a different job if this didn't pan out. Like a scientist or something. This game is not a perfectionist game, but I tried to put love into the parts that were most important. Also, perfectionism doesn't lead anywhere.
Yeah, you can't.
LOL.
You can't shoot for perfect. I remember thinking again, this Flowey, there's a lot of limitations with just the engine, what can be pulled in by you. But at the end of the day, it's not really worth frustrating yourself over trying to do it too good or how you could have done it. You just got to do it and get it out there. And I'm so glad that Flowey was able to get it out there. It's been so nice being here with you, Charlie. I love to see this every time.
You like seeing Flowey get beat up?
Well, not really. But I think he's had his day. It took 10 years. So bittersweet. Thank you so much, Charlie.
CYMBSL. When it shows Undertale logo. That's my mouth noise. That's my mouth noise. That my mouth noise. What a game.